football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the South Alabama Jaguars. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Chanticleers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Jaguars offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And he's brought down after a nice game. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Roach. Nowhere close on that one. He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Give to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today. What players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The shot that clears decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Scanning the field, it's Roach. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Chanticleers are in the hurry up. Let's take a step back, talk big picture, Coastal Carolina. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. And getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. He'll keep it himself. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Roach. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets... Who's bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the shot to clears want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The sure hands, it's Edwards. Quick step and go. Rustled out of bounds at the... And another productive play on this drive. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Trying to pound it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal. Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking for room, it's Powell. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jaguars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback moving. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The shot that clears headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. And the shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The shot that clears will call on their punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Roach. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Powell. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
South Alabama, 21. Coastal Carolina, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good position.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got the first himself.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Oh, what a cut! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Chanticleers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I mean, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, they got in the red zone, but made a big play on 3rd down. Now, forcing the decision for this offense, but most importantly, playing great defense in the red zone.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Alabama. Back the Jaguar offense going to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Sweet cut there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short. To keep this drive moving. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Alabama.
And the Jaguars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
With the catch, it's Graham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slots.
Touchdown, Jaguars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Coastal Carolina, 10.
And he'll just take... And this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway.
The Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Roach. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Rush is on him. That's caught. It's Johnson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments and try and take the...
Touchdown, South Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. On the run, it's Edwards. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they
just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Chanticleers will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Roach. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Here's a heat. He lobs one high down the left side.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They punt it away on fourth down. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option.
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Oh, the offense shows some life here. It cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Malone. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Jaguars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Roach. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Jaguars! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recap.
There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run it left here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Chanticleer. And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. On the move is the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Fires to the middle. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking for a man, it's Roach. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Jaguars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Under fire. Touchdown, South Alabama. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
Get set, get set.
It's a draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Chanticleers will line it up on 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Touchdown, Coastal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And the Jaguars in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Evans. And the defense gets home and makes a... the 37-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on